Hi, Lori Hollander here.
Bob Hollander here as well.
And we're going to talk, Bob, today about the things that women do not understand about men. And there are lots of them.
Okay, let's not do all of them.
Well,
let's do a few of
we
them.
don't have time to do all of them.
Okay.
But I picked out three, the three most common questions, or three of, questions that I get asked a lot about from women.
Right.
Who say, why do men blah, blah, blah?
Okay.
Okay. The first one is, why do men always need to fix things? For instance, Bob, we were having some work done on our house, and we've had a few contractors that were supposed to come out and see us and made appointments and don't show up. And so I start complaining about that, and I'm extremely frustrated. And what's your response?
Well, my response is that frustration is just a waste of time, and how about just call them and find out if they're coming, and if we can't, if they're not responsible, we should get others.
Yes.
And let's just do that, and that's the solution.
So what you're doing there, Bob, is you are trying to fix everything. You're not listening to me. So when women complain about things, men need to listen, and then we can solve the problem together. It's not that we don't know that the problem needs to be solved, but when women vent, it's like a stress relief.
Right. Maybe I should be venting more because my blood pressure then would come down.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't really want to listen to you grumble.
Well, I mean, you should see what you're dishing out, honey. You'll really love it.
All right, number two. Okay. Why are men oblivious to details? And this definitely applies in our house.
Details. Like, I can't even remember one thing that you're talking about.
Like, you wouldn't notice, Bob, that the light bulbs are out in the ceiling until the last one is out and it's pitch black. Why didn't you notice?
You know what? I think unconsciously I notice, but there's no reason to take any action until you can't see. So until they're all out.
Except for the fact that for 25 years it
bothers you.
Do not like when one of the bulbs is out and it gets dim.
That's right. And I guess I'm just focusing upon me, if you could imagine that, and not you. I should realize that. The other thing is that, basically it's because when the details are not important, we don't get involved. For instance, if there's a play, and I want to know precisely why the Ravens were called offsides, I mean, I would look at that film over and over and over again to see if we were actually offsides. So it's not that men are not concerned about details. We're just not concerned about your details.
Exactly.
Our details are very important to us.
Right. Well,
so once again, it's all about me and not about you. And I'm not saying that as sarcastically. I think that's true.
I know. Okay. So what are you going to do about it? Let's fix it.
I'm going to try to take myself out of my own world and jump into your world.
I like that.
And even though I find it messy and convoluted because I like things, I guess, simple, your world is not that simple.
That's correct.
My world is simple.
That's because I take care of everything.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. That's true.
Now, number three.
Which leads into number three.
That's right. Why do men think that sex solves all problems?
In sex, men feel, because of all the feelings surrounding sex, men feel connected and good, and they don't feel that they're living in a fragmented world. And so they feel like if they just have this thing called sex, but it's not really sex. It's sex, it's love, it's closeness, it's intimacy, it's sensuality, the thing that ties their world together, that makes sense for them and makes life fun and enjoyable. So if we have that, then we don't have to deal with the details so much. We feel good. And so we think that that's all we need. Even though men feel emotionally connected during sex and before and after, they need to understand that this is something that they need to express and show. Even though they feel it, they have to show it in their relationship.
That's right.
Okay.
By listening.
Yeah.
by cuddling,
Right.
by sex starting in the kitchen, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Right. Okay.
All right, folks. We will continue this conversation next week.
Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.